Hi all, welcome to another episode of Lee's Comic Art Channel. I've got 4 different items today from 4 different people. So I'm going to start off with a commission that I've been waiting for a while. And it's pretty interesting back and forth on this commission. But I'm satisfied with it in the end. This is something that I actually signed up for a commission at OAX. The artist was not able to attend, so we picked it up afterwards. Okay. So it's done on 9x12, and I'm much happier with this one after he did a previous one for me. And I'm going to show you guys the previous one, but I'm a big Spectre fan, so I had Jay do this Spectre. It's not the first one he did for me though, so I'd just like to get your guys' input. When he first sent me an image, and I think some of you know what I've been going through with the LA fires and such lately. Kind of been on the edge a little bit. But yeah, Jay, he was kind of behind a little bit with his commission, and he sent me this. So I told him that I wasn't happy with it. Essentially, I was really rough with my criticism of it. In my email, I said, it looks like a homeless person with a cape on. So probably uncalled for. Let me know in the comments, please. But again, given my stress level lately, I think I was a little unhinged, especially when it came to emails. So I told him that, and he explained to me that this kind of was like a Phil Hale version. It's like how he did it when he was doing another DC Phantom Stranger. So I'm just much more satisfied with this. I don't know, if it's because it's like sort of a more superhero version. But yeah, let me know. I'm really happy with this. And I was not so much with that. This is just a printout of what he had previously. Let me know in the comments. I don't know if I was out of line. Okay, my next box it's not a very big item. It's actually my win from Comic Link, and I really just bit on it and forgot about it, and didn't really follow that auction. And I was surprised that I had won anything because I put such a low bid on it, But I like this artist. I actually have a couple other pieces by him. So this will actually be my first printed piece by him. I have a commission that I actually bought off of eBay from somebody else. And then I have something I bought from him during like a Comic Art Fans auction. So how these Comic Link boxes are. They've got like lots and lots of stuff in here. I'll be able to use these units for moving my statues out of the house. So that's good, at least. Because I kind of ran out of them. I bought so many of them. I got like tons of boxes for my Batman black and white statues that I had to move out of the house because I didn't trust anybody else to do it. So I took on all that work myself. But all my statues, actually, not just my Batman black and whites. So there's like, I want to say like 90 statues that I had to rebox because most of the boxes were destroyed, which kind of sucks. Now I'm thinking about claiming that on my insurance because obviously the statues aren't worth as much without the boxes if you have to resell them. So we'll see what happens with that. So this is from a book. You know, I like some horror stuff. And this was just something that caught my eye. I thought it was kind of cool looking. Like I said, nothing extremely special, but it's, you know, I wanted a published piece by Eric Donovan. So I got this piece, and it's from a book called let me see, House in the Wall. And it's page 5. It's just kind of a creepy looking page. I have like I said, a commission of Catwoman, like just a small thing from Eric Donovan I got off of Comic Art Fans live one time, and then not live, but one of the episodes where Eric was a guest, and then a Batman, essentially a Joker riding the Batman through the sky. It's just kind of interesting. Okay, so that's my second piece. My third piece is, let's open this one. Some people that watch Dueling Dealers might have seen me, I guess, win this or claim this. Claim it, I guess you have to say, right? I think that's what this is. Let me see. I'm not sure. Well, let's find out. Because you know what? Doesn't. Oh yeah. This is that. I'm like looking for the sender. It's from Anthony. This packaging is different than it normally is, so that's why I was kind of surprised. Like usually it's just like all the what is it, USPS priority mail boxes sandwiched together, and that wasn't it this time. Well, interesting story on this. And I was a little confused when I got this. We were doing a make an offer. There's a make an offer sale on Comic Art Fans with Berkey, and he had this one page that I really liked on there. And you know what? Oh, this is it. Okay, good. So I made him an offer, and he didn't really, but he wanted to sell me like 2 pieces, and I was just like, you know, after a while, I was like, you know, that second piece, it just doesn't really. I'm not really interested. I'm going to look for a better piece from a cover from Dick Giordano. It was like a Super Team Family. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't even the final. The final cover. It was like a portion of the cover that they used. So, but this one is one that I also, you know, I put a request. You know, I put an offer in for him, and he kind of like, I guess, just ignored that offer. So, by itself, because I said, oh, well, how about we just do this one for this price? And he didn't get back to me. He got back to me like a week and said he wanted to make that deal work. And I guess in the meantime, maybe Anthony had got to him, and Anthony bought the piece from him. So I just really like this piece. It's you know, it's early 70s. It's 1972. It's Batman number 246. Dick Dillon's the penciler and Dick Giordano's the inker on this. And again, it's during that period of DC where they had like a lot of horror elements in there. And this one just kind of fit the bill. You know, I believe, you know, they're actually in something like a wax museum or something to that effect. Because I don't think this is a guy with his head actually chopped off. But then this other guy's getting ready to kill Robin. The whole issue was about Robin getting killed different ways. And I think essentially it was like all nightmares that that Batman was having. But I like this page. I think it's really, you know, just really well done. Each panel is just the artistry and Dick Giordano's inking. It's just great. and some action, but it's got the villain in there. It's got different close-ups. It's got interesting panel shapes, and so I'm glad to have that. And it's funny how I wasn't sure after I'd bought it because when I was watching Anthony's claim sale, actually, yeah, that wasn't Dueling Dealers. That was an anti-claim sale. I wasn't even sure if it was the same page at first. And it is the same page. So I'm glad to have that. And it's funny, it's actually less than what I offered Mike for it. So I did okay on that. Okay, so last but not least, I think that this piece was probably I'm pretty sure I've seen it shown on an unboxing before. I bought it from a friend who I was very surprised when he put it up on Comic Art Fans for sale, and I was like, you know what? I really like this. And he actually has a very similar taste to me, so I like a lot of things that he's put up, and I've inquired. I bought I think just one thing from him previously, and but I've inquired about others. We almost did a trade, so it was kind of interesting stuff. We have similar interests, but I believe, I don't know, I feel like he moves his pages. He maybe loses interest in things, or maybe it's because, he finds some, I think he probably found something else that he liked better, so he wanted to get some cash for that maybe. But yeah, I was really surprised when he put this one up, and I'm like, well, no, this is a keeper for me. So what we got here, let's get this all up, is a really nice splash from, let me show it to you first. Spoil it. Just gotta take the tape off. Okay. And that is cool. I'm very happy that he decided to sell that. So yeah, I bought this from my friend Carl. Like I said, I'm sure some people might have seen him unboxing this at one point. Because I want to say it's maybe with the like a year ago or something he bought this originally. I could be wrong, but it's this is Superman number 131, and it's page 7. It's the Electric Blue Superman, so it's a really nice piece featuring that character, which I might have one other piece from, but this is going to replace that, obviously. I love that it's a splash. I love the lightning on there. It's good to have an example from this, period of time in the Superman lore. It was short-lived, and a lot of people didn't like it, or maybe it was maybe they thought they kept pulling out these tricks like, this is not too long after Death of Superman, maybe 5 years or so. I wasn't reading it as much. I had actually dropped out of comics for a while, but I remember buying some of the issues, and I thought it was kind of cool how they split the Superman into two, red and blue. But yeah, Joe Rubinstein is the inker on this, and just a really nice piece of art. Very happy with it. So those are my pieces for today from 4 different people. I'm actually waiting on another couple of pieces. Probably get them pretty soon, so I'll have another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed my episode, and take care. I'll see you soon.